Hey fam, how's it going? This is High Vibe Oracle with a pick a card reading for you guys. I thought it'd be fun to do a who are you going to marry pick a card reading, just a little peek into the veil to see who is destined for you in this lifetime, a little bit of insight into who we are looking for if you have not found that person already. So this is timeless and general, so it not everything's going to resonate, obviously. Take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody who it does resonate with. But we do have three decks here, as you can see. Deck number one is the Pastel Journey Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz. Deck two is the Dark Heart Tarot, which is the one I always use during readings, and Azurite, which is one of my favorite stones. It's so pretty. It reminds me of a peacock's feather. And then deck three is Tarot of the Divine with an amethyst cluster. So I'm going to just give you guys a second. See which one draws to you. I'll give you some pause if you need to. And then pick the timestamp. It's going to be in the description box below. And I will see you during one of these decks. We're going to start with deck number one. Hey there, deck number one. How's it going? You guys chose the Pastel Journey Tarot deck and the Pink Quartz, which is all about self-love and unconditional love. So let's see what you guys have coming in store for you. Just as an aside, I just want to make sure that you guys know that all energies here are just that. So I may spout some pronouns, but that may not apply to you. They could be, the person meant for you could be man or woman or anything in between. So I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind. But whoever it is who is coming toward you, this is, I get a couple of things from this. Whoever this is, this person you have not met before. So whoever it is that is coming toward you, they are someone completely new. This may be somebody even completely outside of your specific type. Like if you have a type of person, this person might just come out of left field. I do also get a very beautiful sense of mischief from the Fool card when it comes to your person. Childlike energy, very fun, spontaneous. They do like to try a lot of new things, and they're very surprising. I feel like they're going to kind of throw you for a loop every once in a while, and it's definitely not a bad thing. Let's get some other insight as to your person here. With temperance in relation to the Fool, I do feel like there is a level of patience when it comes to waiting for you, because they are so outside of your normal they're so outside of your normal type that you're not entirely sure what you're getting yourself into, which is, it's normal. That's a normal thing to feel. I also feel like they have a very strong sense of themselves and of their, because I want to say they're very highly connected to their, like, to their higher self, to their guides. They may not know they have guides. They may not know that they have that whole situation going, but I feel like they're just so very in tune that it's not necessary, that they're very much someone who creates the kind of life that they want to live, which is beautiful. And honestly, we could all use somebody like that to kind of help us along in our journey as well. We'll take this one. The Knight of Pentacles. They are reliable. This person is very reliable. They may move slower than you would like. Slow and steady wins the race, right? I feel like they are used to waiting on people because like their kind of person isn't really a common type of person. I definitely get the idea that now that now they have their sights set on you, they really are going to make the work, make the effort. They're not going to rush you. They're not going to let you rush them either. They're very practical. They're very practical in that respect with all of their spontaneity and with all of their childishness. There's definitely a I want to say like a tiny strain of like there's a strain of responsibility and a tiny strain of maturity. Like the Knight of Pentacles is not a mature character. He's more mature than the Page, but not as mature as the King. So it kind of has a happy medium, especially with the Knight of Pentacles being someone who is steady and who is reliable. I think I've said reliable like 5 times already. Like it's just bringing that absolutely like down to a science. Like they are practical in the ways that matter. I feel like in the ways that matter, they're very practical and very reliable. I've got 2 cards here. I've got the Six of Pentacles and oh, I love that. So with the Six of Pentacles, and especially like right under the full, what I am seeing here is that they really are the kind of person who, as spontaneous as they are, they know how to match energy. And they know that if you're not that go, 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 they know how to kind of bring it back a little bit. They're very much aware of the fact that a relationship takes balance. It's a give and take. It's giving as much as receiving. There's always this vibe of reciprocity with this person. So like you never have to worry about doing too much or doing too little in a relationship. It's a very healthy, it's weird because there's no swords here, but I just hear a very healthy communication. And I think it's because there's also the Three of Pentacles, which is like teamwork and co-creating. And especially with the Temperance, I was just talking about how they are aligned with their higher self, even if they don't even realize, even if they don't realize that they are aligned with their higher self. They are someone who definitely understands that everything takes teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, I think they say. And so they're definitely going to put in the time, put in the effort. Like, it's so funny, all of this crazy full energy, and then there's all of this, like, okay, right, they're foolish, but there's also this incredible stability that comes with this person as well. The Three of Pentacles also tells me that whatever it is that they do, they're pretty darn good at it. So like whatever their job is, they're not like, they don't half-ass it. We'll take that one. We'll take that one as our last one. They don't do like a halfway job. They don't half step at all. They kind of put their all into everything, which I think is very good. It's a very good sign, especially when you're talking about marriage and relationships as partnerships. They know what it takes to make something work, and they are absolutely willing to put that work in if it means they get to have someone as amazing as you are. So that's beautiful. Last but not least, I was just talking about hard work, putting the time. Oh my God, you can't make this up. I love this. This person is definitely like, there's so much. I'm so glad that the Fool came out first, because with all of this earth energy, it almost makes me feel like if they weren't spontaneous, if they weren't like kind of a kid at heart, you would probably think they're very boring. You probably, once you meet them at first, you probably think they are. And then they just find ways of absolutely surprising you. And that's how you guys kind of fall into this relationship. With all of these pentacles here, they're definitely a successful person. They're definitely someone that they have a dream, they have a focus, they kind of have their mess together. Like, I'm looking at this, no, they have it together. It really is just a missing piece to their puzzle, and that missing piece to their puzzle happens to be you. So they're definitely willing to put the work in for it. They're definitely willing to take the time and take the effort and everything that is required in order to win you over, to woo you, as they say, and really bring the best of both worlds to you. They really want to bring you stability and passion and love and all the good things that come with a healthy relationship, and all they really ask in return is reciprocity. They just want you to put in as much work as they do. They want you to put as much effort into making this work as they do, which I don't think is going to be a problem here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few oracle cards, see what else they have to say about our mystery mates. Mystery mates. What does the universe have to say about our mystery person? I keep on hearing like mystery man or mystery princess. I keep on, it's so funny because Cinderella would be the perfect, like the live action Cinderella movie. Like that would be like the perfect analogy. I'm going to use that one. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence. Yeah, absolutely. That kind of brings back into all of this, willing to do this, very successful, very much co creating with the universe. This is someone who is very much in charge of their life and is just willing to share it with someone who, who they care for. And when they find you, they're like, that's them, that's the one, that's the person. That's my person. I done found them. I done found them. This one. Secret seances, spirit world, messages, assistance, and memories. This almost makes me feel like you're going to dream about this person before you even see them. I get this idea that the signs are actually going to be there once this person starts stepping into your life. This person is coming out of nowhere. For a lot of you, you've never met this person before, but they may have been around you for quite some time. So it's just someone that you don't talk to, someone that you really haven't paid attention to, but you've definitely caught their attention, and they've been patiently waiting, honestly, for their chance to, I almost want to say their chance to strike, but it really is, they're waiting for their chance to be to introduce themselves, to make a good first impression, to put their best foot forward, which I adore. I love that. This is very much going to be a courtship situation when this person comes toward you. It's not just like, oh, I just want to I just want to have some fun. No, no, no. This person is courting you. Rejection. Interesting. Why do I feel like that's what's going to happen at first? You might actually reject this person outright. I feel like that's why we have the Knight of Pentacles. It really is like you said no, they're very respectful about it, and they're kind of around, but they're really waiting for you to turn back around. And I know that rejection is on here because I feel like it's like on one hand, you may reject them outright. On another hand, I feel like with everything that they know about you just from osmosis, that they're very aware that if they come about this the wrong way, it is going to end up just like that. And that is no bueno for anyone. Let's see. I'm gonna grab one more from here. Come on, baby. Come on. This one? Hey, creativity. Oh, yeah. So the last thing I feel I want to talk about with this person is they've got a lot more going on than you think. So I think it's funny that we get the rejection card and the creativity card. For those who kind of know that, like, right out front, they're not going to get you immediately, that they know that they have to, like, bide their time and really kind of figure out how best to present themselves toward you. They're really kind of putting in like the stops. Like, they're really thinking about it. They're really like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right. Like, they are, it's part of that spontaneity, it's part of that co-creation. Like, they know that they have to kind of wait it out, wait their turn. They know that with anything to do with you, if they truly want to keep you, they're going to have to do something that no one else has done for you. They're going to have to do things that you have been missing in other relationships, and they realize that. You're not someone that's just going to like lay over for anyone, and they respect that. I feel like if you weren't like that, you wouldn't have their attention in the first place. So they're definitely going to make sure that they want to make sure that you are blindsided by what they do, by how they've got their stuff together, and how down to earth they are, and how fun they actually are, and just finding ways to just be themselves and be nearby and have you actually notice this sunlight that that they're emitting, so that way it's drawing you to them. But I do see that going for you right now. I just want to check one last thing, and I'm going to go from here. Let's talk about just a general look into once you guys get started. Wow. With the Ten of Swords here, once you guys get started, it really is the end of a lot of strife that you've been going through. I feel like the reason why they've been looking at you and kind of biding their times because they've seen how much crap you've gone through. You've gone through a lot. And I feel like that's kind of the reason why you were drawn to the rose quartz here, because we're talking about self-love, we're talking about unconditional love, we're talking about we get drawn to things that we desperately need in our lives. And I feel like you haven't been getting enough of that in your life, in your relationships. Once you are with this person, that ends. It is a new dawn. It is a new day. It is going to be like, why? Where were you this entire time? And he was like, I was over there. I was over there in the back, just hanging out, just chilling, just relaxing, kind of, waiting on you, waiting till you were ready. Because too many people have rushed you. And I don't want to be the person who rushes you as well, because I don't want to let you get away. So that is the person waiting for you. Very loving, very stable, very understanding and patient, and full of love and willingness and creativity, which I think is beautiful and just what you need. So if you made it to the end of this reading and it's resonated, go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys could be anywhere else on the interwebs, but you decided to be here, and that means everything to me. I'm going to go to deck number 2, but until my next reading, take care of yourselves. Hey, what's going on, deck 2? You guys chose the Azurite and the personal favorite of mine, the Dark Heart Tarot. So we're just going to go ahead. Let's see who is destined for you in this lifetime. Page of Pentacles. We might be actually looking at a younger person here. Someone who's really just kind of starting their business. They could be physically young, and it could be, I get this idea of they have a big dream. They have a very big dream, and they're really just getting it started. So when you first meet them, they may be at the very beginning stages of said dream. So I also get this idea of they've got a lot going, but there's also a bit of a lack of direction. I feel like they have walked away from, let's see, because when I'm looking at the Eight of Cups, it's really funny. The Eight of Cups tells me that they have kind of gotten out of a long-term relationship. There was just nothing left. I feel like there wasn't the support that they needed for this in that previous relationship, which is why they had walked out. I'm also seeing that right now, I feel like you are the unexpected surprise. Normally when we talk about things like that, we talk about like somebody coming out of nowhere. I feel like for them, you are the person who kind of comes out of nowhere. They just got out of this relationship. They're really trying to focus on this new business, this new project, and they see you and they're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta think about this. So I do see that it's sort of a surprise. It's sort of a, like, I wasn't looking for you when I found you. These cards are just falling out. I also have the Five of Pentacles here. So I feel like I was right the first time when I talk about them not being focused on a relationship. I feel like you are this new opportunity to them as well, because I really just see them walking toward I see it walking toward this way. Like you see how her head here is moving toward the Page of Pentacles, and they're walking away from this previous relationship that was a little dim. They wanted things that the other person just could not provide. They wanted things that the other person just did not support. And it was time to move on and focus on themselves, which is really funny because the Azurite is a lot about focusing on you, focusing on connecting with your higher self, on your own intuition, on your own mental clarity. I am paraphrasing. I want everyone to know that. And so it's kind of funny that as they start, like, this is a person who is starting to finally align with their goals and their higher self and find you as a result. Like, they're finally vibing at your frequency, which is why they suddenly turn around and there you are. Let's get some more about this person. This one, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. In the Knight of Pentacles, and this makes a lot of sense. They're going to take their time. With the Knight of Pentacles under the Page of Pentacles, they're definitely going to take their time with courting you, with getting to know you. And group one, deck one was kind of like this, but the opposite. They were taking their time because they were waiting on you. And I feel like they're taking their time here because they're a little gun shy. and you came out of nowhere, and they want to make sure that this is something that actually can work out. Which, I mean, that's fair, considering what they've been through. That is absolutely more than fair. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness! What more can we get about this person? Okay, the Five of Wands comes in here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I do see. This is not. And the funny part is about this, like, this is nothing that, like, is faulted by you. There's a lot going on inside of them right now. Like when they meet you, when they get to know you, because they've got, if this person was married to someone else, if they had kids with someone else, I feel like that is going to cause a bit of a conflict, because of like where does he put his energy. He has tons of energy towards you, and I know I'm using pronouns, like I said, this my pronouns are fluid. My pronouns do not mean that it's a guy. But if this person had kids with someone else and now they're with you, and you know there's that kind of back and forth, that is definitely part of it. But I also see with the Five of Crystals that they are the kind of person to challenge you, because I see this as kind of challenging you to be your best as well. Just kind of taking a look into everything that the Five of Wands kind of represents for me. And I'm not seeing, like, when it comes to you and this person, that's what I see. I see them honestly challenging you because they do want you to be the best, at whatever it is that you want to do. And they're going to be there not just to cheer you on, but to push you forward, which I love. And let's get something. Let's get another card here about your person. Oops, one last one. Everything's falling. Oops. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay. It's falling apart. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Yes. Oh, I love this. So the Three of Pentacles under the Five of Pentacles, it really is turning from a relationship that was kind of dire, like as far as like being like out on their own. It is now this relationship of being, you know, you guys are in it together, and which I think is really, really beautiful. I also kind of see just kind of having all six of them now in front of me, that you guys have a lot in common. You guys actually do have a lot in common here. I feel like you both are dreamers. You both are people who weren't quite understood by the ones that you had around you in the beginning. And as you guys have moved on and started to be more authentic in your reality, more authentic in your life, that's when you guys have found each other and you're able to grow. Like, you're literally this Page of Pentacles with the one pentacle, and you're like, I'm going to make this grow into something. And you guys are turning it into three, like it's tripling. Like, it's, you become more than this. Is it more than the sum of your parts? So, like, as you guys challenge each other, as you guys push each other, as you guys encourage each other, as you guys put in a friend, I am thinking of, okay, so you know the commercials for the Sleep Number bed with like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade? Like, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, it's a competition, but it's like a loving competition. It's a friendly competition. It's about not being the best per se, but it's about
improving and pulling your loved one, your significant other up as well as you do that, which is awesome. It is awesome, and I appreciate that. I think that is actually a fantastic relationship dynamic, that you guys love each other and push each other. And sometimes it gets annoying, but at the end of the day, it's because you guys want to be the best that you guys can be. You guys want each other to be the best that you can be as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of these oracle cards. A closing circle, pure intent, timing, experience, sacred doors. Yeah, like this is really funny because I'm like, this is, you guys literally are finding each other at the right time. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when people say, like, everything that I have done up to this point is so I could meet you. That's the kind of vibe that I get from this card. You see, like, the third eye that's open. Third eye, I just talked about Azure, right? You see the cosmos inside this person's body. This is you guys, as you align with your higher selves, you align with each other. This is something that was absolutely put in for a reason. This is divine timing at its best. And with the experiences that you guys have had in separate relationships, you guys are bringing this is how I want to treat the person who means the most to me in the relationship that you are fostering now. Let's see. What do we have here? Snakeskin, body language. Ooh. Okay. Friendly reminder that this is not just a spiritual union, but very physical. Snakeskin, information, secrets, body language, and senses. Emphasis on the body language and the senses, apparently. Like, that's the first thing that jumped out to me. So, this is a very, like, with all the things that you guys have been, like, taking your time and working together to kind of create something magical, it is also a very passionate relationship. It is very, I think of, like, what they used to say about Victorian relationships, how it's very prim. When people see it, they see it and they're like, oh, what a pure, what a prim, what a proper relationship, what a austere sort of relation these two have. But behind closed doors, or him, behind closed doors, it is a full on passion fest. You guys are ridiculously attracted to each other. You guys are absolutely trying your best to make more reviews. And if you can't, doesn't stop you like acting like you want to try. It is definitely, like I said, I'm getting crazy. I'm getting loopy. Sorry. But it is a very passionate relationship. It is very, not just mentally and spiritually, but physically. You guys are very, very, very close. So let's go ahead and get two more cards before we close out. Ghost. Interesting. Very interesting. The ghost card tells me that there are definitely some things that you two have to iron out together, to bring yourselves closer. Do not let previous relationships hinder what you have going here. And I feel like next to the Eight of Cups and the Five of Crystals, when I was talking about leaving that past relationship in any type of previous attachments, whether like that last person that you were with or that your person was with had like kids together, or there's like a financial thing, they were business partners, things like that.
I feel like getting that out in the open and kind of working on it as a unit, because that's what you two are now, is going to be very, very helpful. This went from who are you going to marry to marriage advice. I don't know. Like, do you guys, I feel like some of you guys, if you're here, you may already be in a relationship with this person, or you may already be thinking of someone specific. And I don't know why, because like the last one, it was someone completely like out of the blue. But for this one, for some reason, this gives me a very familiar feeling. This makes me feel as if you guys either are already committed to this person and you're just kind of like, hey, I just don't know if this is the right one or not. This is your cue that the person that you're with is the right person. Or that you kind of know this person already. I don't know why. I just get this funny feeling that you guys are very familiar with this other person already, whoever it is. Let's get one more card. That was interesting. That was just a sudden feeling in my chest. One more card. Come on, universe. Trying to be sloppy so I can get a card. Oops. Okay. That one fell. Thank you. Determination. Wow. Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. Ghost and determination. That is actually perfect that they came out together, because it really is like, if there is any doubt that like you have in regards to like other things that are in this relationship, other third parties, any outside factors, I feel like you guys have the will and the strength to get over whatever it is together. And I just think it's really funny that those two came out also with the yellow, with that crazy solar plexus chakra energy, all about dynamism, willpower, and motivation, like chariot energy. I actually love that. I actually love that. So that is actually it. Like I said, because I think you guys already know who this person is. I feel like for most of you, you kind of already have met this person, which is awesome. But this is your reading. This is the person who is meant for you. Someone who is on your level, and you guys are about to create something magical together, kind of building from foundations that you felt were irreparably crumbled. And I love that. I love that for you guys. I think that's beautiful energy. That is it. If this did resonate with you, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want more of a personal reading in regards to this or anything else, my information's in the description box below. And then my bracelets, and I know you guys are tired of seeing these things. My Etsy is also in the description box below as well. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. You could be anywhere else on the interwebs, but you decided to be here, and that means everything to me. I'm going to go to deck 3, but until my next reading, take care of yourselves. Hey, what's going on, deck 3? You guys chose the Tarot of the Divine as well as the Amethyst Crystal. So let's go ahead. Let's take a deep dive in. Let's see about this person who you are destined to be with. Who are we marrying in this lifetime? Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. That's the first one. Oh, look at that. So, first thing that comes out when I see the Hierophant, whoever this person is a kind of master at their craft. I feel like this person is actually very much in tune with himself. This might be a spiritual leader. You may actually be getting together with someone who is very like high on a spiritual level. I don't know why, like
like a shaman came to mind, but someone like in a like a like in that kind of higher frequency comes to mind when I see the Hierophant. Just someone who is a teacher, a leader, someone who people go to and respect. That's what I see when I see the Hierophant. Let's get another card. Oh, okay. This is someone that you have known for quite some time. I feel like this person has been with you since you were small. Maybe someone that you've known since you were a child, like a childhood friend. I also see that whoever this person is has thought of you often. I don't know if this is someone that you just haven't seen in a while, because I kind of get this feeling like like you haven't seen them in a while and you've changed a lot and they've changed a lot. And yet, like, it kind of almost falls into step when you guys meet each other again. Very much a wow, it's so good to see you. Wow, we should catch up energy that I get with the Six of Cups. I love that. I think that's so good. That's so nice because it really does give you a basis to kind of start the bonding. You want that card? What is it? Interesting. They're very much of an independent sort as well. Seven of Swords is telling me that they're very independent. I feel like they have been dealing with some demons and they've kind of gotten out of it just from the shadow that I'm seeing in this. I feel like they were someone who took on a lot growing up. And now that they've kind of like moved past it, they're definitely ready to reconnect with people. I feel like with the, especially when I was talking about like how they're like teachers, how they're mentors, how they might be like very, very spiritually connected because they have been through it. They've gone through it. They've definitely gone through it. They've come out stronger because of it. And I don't think you were fully aware of how much they were going through as you two grew up. I feel like you guys may have grown apart, whether it was someone who moved far away. I keep on seeing like military brat. Like if someone was the child of someone who basically like went to different bases, and so like you guys haven't seen each other in a very, very long time. It's a lot to catch up on because they have definitely gone through quite a bit. Let's go through. This is actually the second time I've had someone who's like, oh yeah, you guys actually might know each other. I think only deck one was like a completely different person. Ooh, yes. So with the Fool and the Hierophant here, they are definitely ready to start over. They're ready to start over their entire lives, actually. Their entire lives, their entire way of thinking, I think, had been switched over. So this is somebody that you haven't seen in a very, very long time. And like it's one of those things where it's like where they'll go like, wow, you look almost the same. And you're gonna be like, that's cool, that's one of us. Cool, that's one of us. Cause like who are you even? Like what has happened? And because of that, like this new outlook on life, they're very, very sweet and a little childlike sometimes. And not because of like any immaturity or anything like that, but I think because so much has happened in their life
that it really is. They have really been seeing the world now in a new pair, like a new set of eyes. And that's when you kind of walk right back in and they're like, wow. 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 Like, hey, wow, you look great. It's been so long. We should like talk. And it's I like it. I think it's cute. I think it's beautiful. It's one of those like, even though I don't like those Hallmark movies, it is very much like a Hallmark movie, and I kind of dig that. I cannot stand the Hallmark movies, like those Christmas ones. Oof. But it very much has that vibe here, and I'm kind of into it. Ooh, Five of Cups under the Six of Cups. Yeah, like I said, it was definitely a lot that they had to move on from. I think with the Five of Cups, there are certain things that still bother them. There are certain things that talking with you will help them work through. And I know it's not your job to be someone's I know it's not your job to be someone's therapist, but I feel like just kind of this is actually meeting you again, being able to reconnect with you is actually healing a lot of things that were still kind of fractured in their past. I feel like just oh my god, what was the line? The ministry of presence? The ministry of presence. Just the fact that you were there, just the fact that when you see them, you're happy to see them, just the fact that you two had this bond growing up, and when they talk about things, and I feel like anything that they say to you, like you're not going to take weirdly. That when they start talking with you, you really are just, there's a level of compassion that I feel, and also a level of engagement that I don't think they've really experienced since getting over everything that they have. And it really does help them. It helps them so much. Like I'm looking at the flowers here and the flowers here. And I didn't even think about that, but they're like the same color flowers. You really are bringing a lot of closure to their life just by being there and being around them. Not even like in a relationship way, just like as a person, as a friend, as someone who is important to their past. I feel like it's a very, very tough time for them. It was a very tough time for them. And being reminded of like good stuff that happened with them really does help them like heal the rest of the way and really be ready to approach anyone, to approach you in a healthy and non-maladaptive way. So I do like that for them. Oh, I love that. Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Like this is there's a like this clarity that comes with being near you. Like you may not realize it, but as they're talking to you, it kind of hits them all at once. Like, oh no, this is it. They're the person. They're the one. Like this is very much a I have known you all my life, and I didn't realize how important that you were going to be to me. And it kind of cuts like, not only is it like this clarity that, oh, okay, this is why all this happened because I need to be here for this person. I need to be a better person for them. But also, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, like
they will cut down any barrier, like whatever it takes to be in your presence, to be in your life. They are willing to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I mean? Like they're absolutely here to be with you and a part of your life. And there's literally nothing that's going to get in their way. And I kind of love that determination that comes from this. I also have mugwort dreams, rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. All of this higher self stuff, and we have the amethyst, which is very much an intuitive stone. I feel like with this, I feel as if when you two are together, you two do find this sort of refuge, like you guys help recharge each other, and it's easier to relax and be yourself. When you're with this person, it's easier for them to relax and be themselves and to just kick it, man. To just kick it, to just relax, to just be real. And you guys, like literally rhythm, you guys fall into a rhythm. You guys really just fall into step with each other and understand each other in a way that I don't think anybody else is able to do, which is lovely and beautiful, and I absolutely love it. Let's get another card from this deck. Anything else wants to jump out? Because sometimes they like to jump out, and then sometimes they like to make me work for it. They said this one. Okay. Wow, Baraka, power, strength, force, and expansion. You guys are literally each other's strengths. That's so nice. You guys are literally each other's strength. Like I'm looking at this fist of determination. I'm looking at the flowers and like the greenery that grows around you, like the sunlight and everything. There's so much warmth. There is so much connection. You guys literally grow flowers in each other's hearts. And in when I look at it next to the seven of swords and I see that shadowy demon self, and I just see the sunlight, and it looks like the wolf is looking at the sun. Like you guys expose the shadows inside of yourselves and actually help to work through it together. Like you guys are the epitome of like ride or die. Like we are in this together. Like this is such a powerful and just beautiful sort of force to be reckoned with. Like there is, like with the Ace of Swords, like nothing gets in the way. Nothing gets in the way. Like there are setbacks, obviously. There are things that happen that will test you, of course. But at the end of the day, like you guys know, it's you and that person, you and me against the world. That's what this relationship is. It was like that when you were kids and best friends. It is like that now when you're married. Like it's so good. Like I said, it's so good. Like I don't like Hallmark movies, but it has that Hallmark movie feel to it, and I'm getting all warm and fuzzy after it. Like don't tell anybody because I hate those movies so much. My God, like around Christmas, I'm just all like mad for Christmas movies. I'm very much a I like cartoons during Christmas. I don't like live action movies. Like unless it's like National Lampoon or like A Wonderful Life or something. Movement. Ooh, wow. You guys are going to go fast into this. Okay. Cool. So, once you guys start going, it is kind of full speed ahead. I see a very, very short courting period before you guys like before one of you pops the question. Like it's like a couple of months and you're like, hey man, I saw them again. And what's that thing from The Office where it was like the moment that I saw them, I like bought this ring. Like it is that quick. It is absolutely that quick. As soon as you guys get into fall into step with each other, it's kind of like you just automatically knew that this was it. This is what we were missing. This is what I was missing in my life. I was missing this person. And now that I have this person again, they're not going away. I'm not letting it happen. I am going to make sure that I get to stay in this person's life forever. So movement. Wow. I love that. I've been saying that. I love that. It's because it's true. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited about it. I'm not taking all these. You can't make me. One more card, please. One more card. All right. This is the card. Cleanse. Wow. Wow. Okay. So with the cleanse card, I do see. So it's really funny because the cleanse card right now is kind of giving me vibes of things are like anything that was left over, any type of shadows, any type of nastiness is kind of wiped clean in this relationship. I feel like you guys really do come to each other and it kind of brings back to the power and force like being that sunlight. Like the two of you really are like your space is sacred. Your relationship and how you handle it is very sacred as well. And I do see that it is something where you two really kind of, there's a transparency. Like I literally just heard coming clean with each other. There is nothing, there is no airing of dirty laundry because no laundry stays long enough to be dirty. You guys really have everything out in the open. The air is always clean. The air is always clear. The communication is always there as well. So, like, not only like do you guys move very fast when starting this relationship, but I also get the sense that you guys work very hard to maintain it, and the best way to maintain it is with speech, with coming clean, with open communication. And that is the feeling that I get from the cleanse card. So this is like that's who you're meant to be with. This is someone that you've known in the past, someone that you haven't seen in a very, very long time. And you guys start out this relationship with a conversation, and conversation, no matter how fast this relationship goes, conversation and clarity and being honest and forthright with each other is what is going to maintain this relationship with you guys, which I love, and I'm so excited for you guys. This is it. This is your reading. If this resonated with you, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want more information, like more clarity into this and would like a personal reading with myself, my information's in the description box below. And if you're interested in any of my bracelets, and they're all here, my Etsy store is also in the description box below. But that is enough from me for one day. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. You guys could be anywhere else on the interwebs, but you decided to be here, and that means the world to me. So until my next reading, take care of yourselves.